Shots rang out at a local school, leaving several injured as police rushed to the scene.
Tragedy strikes the area with yet another school shooting. Police officers and first responders are still on the scene, assessing how this tragedy could have taken place.
Gun violence focused on Birmingham and the mass shooting on July 13th at an event center.
During the congressional hearing regarding the Secret Service, a Maryland lawmaker pointed out mass shootings are so prevalent the assassination attempt against the former president wasn't even the deadliest mass casualty event that day.
This feels and looks like a military-style weapon to me. Tell me, does it belong on our domestic streets? If you want to defend your home, I'm cool with that. But tell me, should people be driving around with these? Because that's what they're doing.
We losing too many people, family.
Pain and anger erupting at an emergency community meeting.
We had to bury 5 people in our family within 2 days.
A long line of those who've lost loved ones demanding authorities stop the bloodshed. In the St. Louis metro area, at least 20 children have died in gun violence this year, more than a dozen since spring.
A very, very busy evening for Houston police.
Certainly have. They've been responding to one shooting after another. 5 in all, 2 people were killed.
Matt Doherty has been following the calls and is live in Southeast Houston for us tonight. Matt?
Yeah, here police say that a young man was found shot and killed inside the garage at this apartment complex. Another man was found here who was also shot. He is in critical condition tonight. These shootings are just the latest of a day of violence across the city.
What are we going to do?
Something has to be done. This has to stop.
This can't keep going on. Who is going to change this?
The focus of this year's camp, the critical discussion around gun violence in schools and conflict resolution. Through the camp, students write, produce, and display their thoughts on gun violence and how to solve a rising problem in America.
Marlon, as Christian mentioned, we know that the camp focuses on the topic of gun violence in schools and conflict resolution. And that's something that's really impacting young people at an alarming rate. How did you all land on this topic of gun violence as the focus for this year's camp?
Well, if you even watch the news, you know that gun violence in particular among youth has skyrocketed. There's even reports out there that from 2002 to 2022, that gun violence is the #1 death of youth between the ages of 1 and 19. So we felt like that this was an important topic and trying to come up with a creative way to talk about how do we handle these issues, right? How do we handle conflict resolution and what are some of the signs that we can look out for? So we incorporated that in the movie, and there's a lot of hidden jewels that were messages that we give throughout the movie to just give kids another way to understand how do I deal with these unique situations that's uprising, especially in the United States.
I started on the Set Summer Film Camp 16 years ago. In Birmingham, I met this guy 6 years ago, and we took it to St. Louis. And for the past 3 years, we have been in Nashville and Houston. So South to Midwest, we're doing it.
Imagine a young kid dreaming of becoming the next Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee, or Martin Scorsese, all of them legendary filmmakers.
Well, some young people are getting their chance to learn how to become the next big name in Hollywood. Selected campers at the On the Set Summer Film Camp will spend a week learning all aspects of filmmaking, including acting, directing, producing, and cinematography. They will be mentored by film industry professionals, learning the entire filmmaking process.
Over here. I know my parents loved me, stand behind me come one day. I know now that I'm ready, yeah, for I finally heard them say it's a different world, ooh, than where you come from. The city is now, yeah, here's my chance to make it. And if we focus on our goal, you can decide we can take it. Hey. Hey, just remember that you and too. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. Where you come from. Ooh, then where you come from.
That's just how we roll. You know what it is, what it is. How we roll. You know what it is, what it is. That's just how we roll. You know what it is, what it is. How we roll. You know what it is, what it is. Yeah. Top off summer in the wind. You look at me like that, it can we make another kid. In my heart, I'm your rib. If I ever had to.
Our goal at the end of the day is to create a world-class hands-on experience for youth when it comes to filmmaking. And that's whether they're in front of the camera or behind the camera. We're cultivating the next generations of Shonda Rhimes and Tyler Perry's and Ryan Coogler's. And the goal is for them to be able to thoroughly tell their own story in their unique voice. And that's really the goal for us at the end of the day.